agree with the other one over there. What can I do?
How do tension and relaxation play together, and what is the right tone right now? Who? Me. When? Now. Where? Here. With whom? Expectations, wishes, hopes. Why?
Contact improvisation between dance together and dance for one day. Was will ich?
Was will ich?
How to live together, or how to be together.
Actually what interests me is, or was, when I wrote it down, what kind of relationships develop out of themselves in improvisation. Yeah? You improvise and then you feel you are in certain relationships to others that developed out of itself, and to listen to that instant relationship that arises in improvisation, and to develop that. That was my interest, but actually now I'd like to go out and do a performance in the city. What that means to me.
Outside. Deep breath, something like this.
Heart breathing.
Sorry.
Not feeling weak, spastic. The English word, spastic.
You cannot move anymore, so it's just like,
Really blockade is hard. It's so early. We cannot stay in the blockade the whole time.
Yeah. No, of course.
But we often get into this where nothing is possible.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it was very interesting to, for example, these spasmen are from the dance point of view quite interesting, because you can be quite weak and then suddenly a cramp, but the cramp not only inwardly, maybe shaking out the You know, maybe for an ill person, it wouldn't happen this way, maybe, but it can be the emotion, you know, the inner power of, you know, like this. So
Like getting
you can
out
show
of something.
with the body, you know, what usually the body doesn't do anymore, you know, like this. That's
Also das zeigen, was er unterdrücken will.
no. That maybe if you're very
Weak, yeah.
and then can be a cramp like this, you know, or a cramp could be like like this, you know. So it's more like then maybe in a usual this cramp inward cramp could be possible would be maybe for a real ill person, but if the person we can show dance, you know, that there is a lot of tension inside the body, you know. But usually maybe a diseased person just laying down, but it has the tension inside. Not everything is in balance. Yeah.
So we can try different kind of.
I find it
In and
very
outward.
interesting for me myself. To be in a quiet somehow I cannot move totally weak, you know, and
But
then
inside you have this.
yes, and then
feeling.
suddenly inside it comes up,
Yeah.
or maybe of course there are diseases just really
That
cramp.
really, yeah. Or the look.
I believe that I'm paralyzed. My emotions. Yeah, I can dance this, and we can put together.
That's the. So we take this and this.
And yeah, yeah. This is in the story. So, who, when, where, yeah. With whom, yes, the relations. Let's-
Go on with the story, and someone of us can dance with emotion. Break it alone, or break it together. Or
Yeah, this is a wonderful idea. So we are in a theater, and then someone can dance this emotion that he is living in the story. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah,
It's like the thinking of the
of the
thoughts, of
yeah.
and the feelings.
Then it's all the problems you start because if it is only you, then okay, you know, I'm here and now, and then when you get in relation, then it starts to have expectations, wishes, and then you start to even to wonder why you are doing something or something else, and then it starts the problems, and also it starts the dance. It starts what you don't know.
When it starts here, it would go together with this to recognize your borders, and then let it be that something changes. You don't know what.
Yeah.
Because,
Yes, this one, this one too, and I think this one too.
See, I like that one.
Yeah.
Because yes, we can break this structure, and then we can see what this what's going on. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Stays in the way that this person stays observing, and is focused on the people who are dancing. Then whenever it's too hot, you can just go out, but stay in the group by observing.
Maybe we also start all in the shadow and one goes in. You know,
I like the feeling of
start in standing, and then whoever feels ready goes. And if you don't feel ready, you keep standing. And when you're finished, you come back and stand. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe make 2 lines like with the street. 1 line in the shadow and 1 line in the water line, and then.
We just start like
Compact.
compact,
Okay.
and then when you're ready, you go. You know that the space is that line. Yeah.
Fine.
Fine.
Yeah.
Perfetto.
Nella zona dove
Allora, adesso iniziamo qua tutti insieme, compatti, e poi lo spazio di movimento è quello, la linea dell'acqua. La linea dell'acqua.
non è fino laggiù.
Non so, sì, fino dell'acqua. From here to there. Just the line. All the line. Okay.
And also the fountain
Peccato ci sono le marche.
To connect a line, this was this goal for me.
Yeah, for me as well. And I found that it worked pretty well. There was almost all the time a connection between the 2 campaigns, just by people standing there and reaching to other people who also stood there and reached.
It was also interesting for me, but now that I did it, I felt that there are more possibilities that I didn't try out, like really trying to connect, because his eyes stayed and this, but nothing happened. So for me, at some point, it must happen. Someone who is maybe just quietly running around and really trying to connect people in real, or I don't know, just some kind of change of energy.
Yeah, but time was very short.
Yes. I just fantasize now. Because we have to do the score and then we do
so easily bored, and then to fight against this impulse of breaking out or do something completely else. Stay, because I have the same feeling. Oh, where's the dynamic, what's going on? Not to keep bored by myself, by what's going on. So to stay in there, for me, it's really hard. Like I get. What do you do? Good question. Because I pushed myself to stay, to dig in, not to just for impulsive. Because then if we go to impulsive, then everyone is doing again impulsive. Because I also liked to see what will happen and to dig in the moment where to play with this pin board but still going somewhere.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about going against, going with the idea, but in another way. You know? I'm totally with you in sense of not changing the subject.
But this has to, for me, it has to develop. It has to break where I am in order to make it.
I feel like as a group we're increasing in being different and still be together. And now I can feel. Let's go to another place. Each place is another question, and what's the answer there? And let's go to the wood. Let's go to the shopping center. Let's go everywhere.
Yes.
I'm curious.
I like your, what's the question in this place. I think this is a good way to ask. What is the question of this place?
Maybe what we are really investigating is how the group sort of stays together and find its own way through this traveling that we are doing. So I think what we've been doing so far, and the idea also to now go to the narrow street and to try it there also. I think one thing that we can report tonight is that we sort of make our way to the city, and what we observe really is the group process and the group dynamic and what we decide and the way we went about doing things. This is really the more concrete things that we've been doing. Then maybe we come up with a score also to present tonight, but this is really like stations and how the groups behave and how we form and what happens. Group experiences and group formation.
One important outcome is that we basically found that we need to score. We need to kind of cut ourselves and restrict ourselves to a narrower repertoire to stay together as a group. And that is totally depending on the place of what would be an appropriate score. That I really like. And that we didn't go somewhere and say, okay, from the beginning, we will go now to the city and to score where we only will stay on the line. But we just, it happened twice with the street and now here with this water. But we didn't have this concept in the beginning.
Things are developing as we go on, so this is really interesting. So it's 4:30. I feel like maybe we should have one more trial and then decide what we do tonight and what we present, blah blah blah, who's the person to do the score tomorrow, like that. Two more, or two short, or one long? Maybe two more. One or
occupy the town for me is like bringing the dance into town, like the possibility that the body doesn't always walk and stand or eat or but that we do things I like I give an image. I like the idea of the first standing by the road, which is simple and is sort of quite normal, but people can see that it's not normal, that we are doing something, because the intention of the group is not to be just walking in the street. So I like that subtlety about it's quite normal, but it's not normal. So I like to play with that edge of it's quite like a regular walking through town, but not, like the edge of that. So not so much provocative like vomiting there, like I didn't like at all, but doing something on the edge of the normality of what we are seeing. So I like the group action of doing something simple like crossing the road where you can see. So I would also like to decide one specific site, like we stay here and we have this space, and then we are working a little bit more with that concept of doing quite normal things but on the edge. I really like the road interaction, and I would like go to deepen that. See if we can find a score, if we can find somehow to bring that piece some other places, but work on that this afternoon. That's my proposal. Wish.
What do you like? To lose, what you verlieren. Not to fall in love.
Verlieben.
No.
Sich zu verlieben.
To
verlieren.
To lose what you have, what you have, and so on. And to not get anymore what you like, So to lose it, but you cannot get it anymore, and so it's different kinds of feeling.
There's resistance. There are impulses, but I go with the impulse, or I give resistance.
Okay. Maybe also.
Yes, of course. But resistance is nice too. Also resistance isn't resisted.
There are two different kind of resistance. There's just to feeling someone,
or
I don't go
somehow
with
the joyful resistance, whatever. Just for fun.
And can also give development.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not only blockading.
Yeah. Yes.
This can be done with humor, with noise, with several parts.
And then it's a question, inside, outside. Then you have to make a choice. Do I go in or do I go out? Do I want to get into the group or do I want to stay alone? I find this finding a place is quite. I like that part.
Yes. Of course.
That
yes.
not
I thought of
immediately, but I had to try here, I tried there, and a little change, and
yes,
then
we can do it.
get it.
We could spend some time on this, finding a place.
Yeah. Yeah, and then okay. And then
And then
Christina once again. And Christina once again. But now she got a place.
Another one comes here.
Changing places, changing places.
No, this is not my place. No, this is not my place.
And
Okay. Then besides that, I'm
And then we find a good place.
This is our last.
The last part, the part of when we, how do you say, we
Swing.
start swinging, or we do it naturally, like we did until now, or we can find a sort of I don't know, sign, signal.
I think it's not so
When-
important, no?
When someone or one person go here and get a place, and another person
yeah.
see that, I
Okay.
go
Start to
I go there
But
too.
we are now,
And
we fixed this additional score that we play about 1 minute or so with these finding positions.
And it can come to a moment of stillness before swaying.
Swaying is very gently, isn't it?
Yeah. Very nice.
Soft and gentle.
And grass straw.
How very do you look to the public?
Look at the tables through the door.
Through the door, outside.
Outside.
It would be good if you have a similar viewpoint, maybe.
Yeah.
Not just in the eternity.
In the space, in the open space.
I think because focus is on the body of each other
The emergency exits.
and not the connection to audience.
Yeah.
So you do you and even do your area and we do our.
We
Let's
meet
do
here.
no.
And we meet in the
In the
middle.
door.
In the door.
In the door.
Okay.
We could meet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the
So-
door.
Okay.
A bit.
Okay.
And she is the little sister.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you want to do? Who I am in the story.
Yes.
Yeah. Who I am in the story. Yeah, I know.
Who?
Yeah, I
You know, and you
Yeah.
know it,
I-
and I know it. And you,
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
you,
I'm
my
the father.
brother, and you my brother.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
I'm,
clear.
I'm the father.
Yeah, you-
She's the mother.
Yes. Yes.
Daughter.
You told it.
Yeah, and son.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
so we can go swimming a little bit because we have the story now. And Sie gehen. I go.
No.
Why?
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay. Maybe.
No. Yeah, no.
You can go with me.
No, you can't.
Oh, yes.
No.
Okay. You can go.
No.
Why?
No.
No. Okay.
You must go.
No.
Yeah. You must.
No. No.
Come on, we go. We go.
Ah! No.
Why?
You can.
Okay.
Surprised, but it was too big because I don't feel me, and the way is so long, and I had Ziel, was heißt Ziel?
Aim or goal?
Yeah, and we didn't arrive, and it was stress for me because someone was there, other one was there. It was, for me, it was not good. So like this, because I had no interaction with the other one, not much, and I always have to look. And then if someone lays down at the street, I don't like it. It makes me, I fear. People. And then I wanted to give a hand, and we don't want to stand. I can't like this. It's not for me. I think it's not necessary. You can occupy the city and the people in other ways, not to lie at the street. I don't like it. Because then I'm not in mir. Also ich bin nicht in mir, ich bin außer mir. I'm out of me then.
As a suggestion,
We want to start again from the starting point.
Yeah, starting
From the
point.
yeah.
Where is the starting point?
The starting point is here, exactly here. It's a starting line.
Ah, starting
Yeah.
line.
With the stop. With the. Das ist unser Neubeginn. Everybody on the starting line.
Everyone on the starting line.
Everybody on the starting line.
We have to keep more together.
Yes, we have to love each other. I mean, we are together. Yes, we have. Don't
We
want
have.
to. We have.
We want to be.
We
lost one. We lost one. We lost one.
We lost one. Oh my gosh. No, not him. No. Lasst uns alle neu beginnen mit den Störchen.
Ja. Neu beginnen, Störchen.
Ja, Störchen. Neu beginnen. Neu
Störchen.
Endlich Musik. Endlich.
Das ist unser Neubeginn. Neubeginn. Mit Störchen. Mit den Störchen in die Zukunft. Fängt neu an. In der Frühstart. Ja. Die Störchen. Stopp. Ja.
What's the name of the Störchen?
And this is something we also tried with Ingrid yesterday because we had a similar feeling that people feel the body means dancing and that we wanted to do more performative or we felt like doing and we tried it out and this would be a very big interest of mine to put this together, not to say these are the ones, the performers or like so if the ones that dance can allow the others to be used as moving objects but not like judged, but if we can act around it or use voice if it's possible just to see like we did yesterday a bit, we felt uncomfortable or not, it was just like to understand can these two things go together. It must not like just to try maybe.
I liked it. I liked this walk. Also, I felt uncomfortable sometimes, but I liked it, and I also like very much this reflection now because it really makes sense for me. I now think about things I didn't think before about this aesthetic, performative, and you know what. And for me, it's also so interesting that I like provocative things or things I feel like provocative, but also I like it. There is another part in me with fear or with emotion against it, even if I am in the stage. You know what I mean? But I have no solution. I just, it's very interesting.
Okay, lass uns mal beginnen mit den Störchen. Hallo.
Ja, hallo.
Oh, Sonnenhut, ich hätte gerne Sonnenhut.
Mit den Störchen. Ja,
Haben Sie noch gar nicht gestellt?
Sie ganz neu.
Entschuldigung, setzen Sie mir kurz den Kurz?
Nein.
Danke, aber danke.
Gute Heimhose.
Sorry, aber wirklich so nur für gut, ja.
What time is it now?
Shall we go? So we have 15 some minutes stop before I have to go.
Should I stay or should I go now?
Go.
Should I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now?
Should go now. I think we should go now.
Queste cose posso fare? Mettere in
Live performance.
Hast du denn weggespielt jetzt? Hast du denn weggespielt jetzt? Ha?
Ma amor!
Also Ende kann es nicht. Ende, das gibt es gar nicht.
Center.
Ende.
The center of the world is everywhere. Especially if you puke on the floor.
If you puke on the
Center
floor.
is
Ende.
everywhere. Im Fluss sein, immer im Fluss sein.
We are all different tastes here, and taste is very personal. You cannot say it's good or bad. But apart from that, if I do such a thing outside, I really need to be supported. No? And if I feel people judge what I'm doing, then I get kind of split. And if I still want to be part, I have to maintain my place. Somehow to stay with what I'm doing. What I actually don't like to do is to just drop things because I feel someone, we shouldn't do it. It's also a question for me not to experience what actually is provoking. What is provoking? Is it, you just do something in another place, like Unkraut, it just is there in a place where it's not normal. Yeah? So, and still I would be interested to allow it, because what is provoking and what is not is very, if someone passes by, he may find it provoking. Actually, our intention is not provoking at all. For example, when I was lying down on the street, I wasn't intending to provoke. I just followed a suggestion that was made, and it was on the street, and I don't like to drop it just out of the blue and to stay there again. It would be for me just to stay, okay, it's provoking, and to feel it, and then to feel what whether I want to react on that or not. Yeah, if I'm not reacting on it, it should be okay too. You know what I mean? Somehow, yeah.
And I support this thought also concerning to this. I feel that everyone that makes an action has his own responsibility for what he does. To be in a group, but still, like in contact improvisation, everyone that does something is on the same time also responsible for his action. So I feel that is very important. But in general, I feel there are two different lines. The one is to be transparent, also to melt into what is there, to be like transparent improvisation, which I hear here in this line, or to be, for me these are two very different approaches to improvisation. And
what do you mean by transparent?
To be, to melt into what is there, not to not to set an action, but to melt into what is suggested, like not to want not to want anything. And the other is exactly the opposite, is to stick out something that is there, to put the spot. But I mean, I also in the end it can be the same, but I feel the body language or the initial condition is a bit different. I mean, for me it's like this: if I melt into and stay transparent long enough in a place and stay long enough in a situation, then the action will rise up by itself, but it's not put there. And that's the big difference. It's not I make no action, so it will come if we stay longer in one. It has to come. It will come. When it gets boring, then something will come, but not with one thing.
So it's time for us almost to go. So let's just gather what we at some point we were doing this a lot. So let's sort of trying to agree on some things to develop in the afternoon. So we said maybe define a space. We heard that. And maybe work more on the group, or again split the group. That could be an option also to have a group more doing something else and more staying. I don't know. Depending on the feeling, maybe we can do it in the afternoon. But the main thing is like defining a space, I guess. Defining the space. Other things that seem fundamental.
And act to the age between normal, not normal, small action.
That was my idea, but I don't know if everyone.
And maybe in the city, this normal, not normal, we are as a group in the city, and they do.
So maybe go more in the city.
I have a suggestion. I'd like to have something that stays with me, no matter what happens around me. Yeah, something that draws me like a diagonal, because it worked so nicely when we began walking. I'd like to start with the idea of a normal walk. What we are strangers in the city, at least most of us, and we just walk as a group through the city.
Mitfahren,
Ja,
oder?
würde ich gerne.
Said I'm hearing a lot what we didn't like also. So
I like the
let's
beginning.
say what
and I like
we
the feel.
suggest for the afternoon. Like I would now for the afternoon I would like to do more of this or something.
For me, it will be important that the group is not together, because I can't feel the group. Maybe it's better to have two groups. It's easier.
I would like to limit the space.
Yeah, this, yeah. I like the whole group, the big group, but slowly. That we do things very slowly. That we have connection to each other, see each other.
I feel we started really well outside on the street there at the beginning, and also a little bit in the park with the sculpture, and then we sort of got lost. I also have the aim of going into more downtown, so I was running ahead to bring the group, but then it didn't happen quite, and so we all got lost a little bit. I also would like to work more with one idea is occupy the town. For me is like bringing the dance into town, like the possibility that the body doesn't always walk and stand or eat or but that we do things I like the I give an image. I like the idea of the first standing by the road, which is simple and is sort of quite normal, but people can see that it's not normal, that we are doing something, because the intention of the group is not to be just walking in the street. So I like that subtlety about it's quite normal, but it's not normal. So I like to play with that edge of it's quite like a regular walking through town, but not, like the edge of that. So not so much provocative like vomiting there, like I didn't like at all, but doing something on the edge of the normality of what we are seeing. So I like the group action of doing something simple like crossing the road where you can see. So I would also like to decide one specific site, like we stay here and we have this space, and then we are working a little bit more with that concept of doing quite normal things but on the edge. I really like the road interaction, and I would like go to deepen that. See if we can find a score, if we can find somehow to bring that piece some other places, but like work on that this afternoon. That's my proposal. Wish.
Stop. I go.
No.
Why?
You can.
I go.
No.
Why?
No. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Maybe. Okay.
No. You can go. Stop. He can go. He can go.
You must go. Yeah. You must.
We can go.
No.
Why?
No, you can.
Now, can you tell us a little bit about the process? Yeah. It's hard. Yeah. Want to start? Someone to start?
What's interesting, actually, what's interesting is maybe ask the audience before what they think. Yeah, I mean, it's just.
We prefer not to say the.
Okay.
We prefer to understand what you understand. Then after we will tell what the story is. So we ask you how did it feel and what did you understand?
Which emotions? Resistance. Opposition.
Refused.
Refused.
Showing borders. Showing borders. Yeah.
Ignoring borders.
Close out. Or saying no but doing.
Maybe.
Uncomfortable feelings.
Willing.
Not being accepted by the community.
For me, it was interesting that you limited. That's what I saw to this restricted vocabulary, of stop and go, and depending on the situation, it became another sense, and the people who excluded before were now the ones being excluded, and the situation sometimes switched very quickly of the one who's not trying to intrude, and then he is pushed back himself. So yes, that was very interesting. And
you two had first contact with each other. It seems so.
Mm-hmm.
You had contact.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Flowing contact.
Yeah.
And what I also saw was a bit, I don't know whether you did it consciously, but it was more asking, can I, it was no, stop, it was more, stop, question mark.
Mm-hmm.
I rarely saw you really, I do it. It was a whole determination. Yeah, it was more kind of asking.
Yeah.
And trying to, I saw you really trying to establish the go or stop, or not always succeeding in it. But that was interesting.
Yeah, I felt you very together when you were in a big circle standing in your positions. I felt you completely united as a group with us. And the second you walked in, you were not together anymore, like from the emotion.
like walking into something, not being together.
Yeah.
Interesting, yeah.
First,
Yeah. Or knowing, walking into, not together. Hier wart ihr für mich zusammen und ab dem Moment, wo ihr reingestiegen seid, habt ihr entschieden, nicht zusammen zu sein. Und das ist ja schräg, zusammen in einen Kreis zusammenzugehen, um nicht zusammen zu sein.
People not able to either be together or be individuals.
Yes, for me this was the story, playing with this state of being not together, showing it, and someone wants to be together but he is not welcome. And this play was for me very clear.
Or someone wants to go and is not allowed to.
Interesting was that no one went out of the circle or chose to leave if they didn't feel comfortable. So they present not feeling comfortable, but no one goes out. So, okay?
Yeah.
So they choose for it. So okay.
You got the point.
Yeah, I connect to that in the sense that often saw that the one opposing uses his opposition as a tool to get into contact.
What opposing? What does it mean?
No, when I say no, stop, no, it's a great opportunity for me to get into
Opposition.
contact with you.
This is interesting.
So the saying no is interesting.
Yeah, it's actually no.
Is a,
Yeah.
Good
to say no is a contact.
Yes.
To,
Yes.
opportunity to
Yeah,
have a contact.
yeah.
Yeah. This is interesting.
But the body language of the other who says no was also not no, so that was strange.
No,
Because one says no, but still walks towards the other. No, I don't want, but still the body language was walking close to, so that was for me
It was
strange.
some kind
Yeah.
of
Because no is no. Or
friendly, restrictive, friendly, showing borders.
Yeah.
It wasn't very emotional. It wasn't very that emotional. It's just stop.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe yes. If you
Yeah,
if you don't agree, maybe it could become emotional.
Yeah.
And for me it was also strange, sorry when I talk so much, but I just don't want to see. Because no is a very strong word actually, no, you. So, but then the body language was a bit shy for me, so for me it was okay, I sent this word before, so in hope that may come after. It's also because I saw some of you smiling a bit, because this no was actually so pretentious,
No,
yeah. And it was like sending a word, I already said it, yeah. It's interesting, yeah. Very human.
And I also really liked the use of the word must. You were the only one saying must, no, but you must. But your must was at the same, like the no was not so clear.
Hard, and
Your
the
must
must
was
is not
also
so,
not.
yeah.
That was then balanced for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, it would be interesting. Your yeah.
You can say something first, then you say.
Yeah.
No, I want to say something
You
first because I think they all of them they who talked now really got the point of what it was happening, and there's just the key solution that nobody see is that it was a family, and that explains a lot about this.
Was
being together, wanting to go, but still feeling that you belong to something and you can't go. And no is never no, and don't
I
go.
want to say no, but I can't.
So each no
between this.
Each no brings a fear of going really. So nothing was really I go and I'm free to go, because no one was really free.
To go out of the family?
Yeah, because there was this contact. And it's also frustration and problematic and so on.
Did you have like parents and brothers and sisters, or because then you were the parents?
Yeah.
You were the parents in the beginning.
It was a family dance.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is a father.
Yes. Father, mother,
son, and two daughters.
Yes. Okay.
Son and two daughters. Yeah.
And the sisters was in her room, also auf Deutsch,
Yes.
Englisch. Die Geschwister waren in ihrem Raum, die haben dort gemeinsam geschlafen mit 17 und 16 Jahren noch. Also das ist deine Geschichte, die hast du mitgebracht, die du erzählt hast. Your story,
Yes, there are two rooms, yes. And in the beginning we have shown the border of these rooms. And in the middle of these rooms there is a door, and this is the bridge between the two worlds. And we live separately, separated, yeah. And then we met about this bridge, and yes, and we are in our lives living with this situation. Yes, I can. No, I can. Yes, I want. No, and this is the energy the gravity that take us in this world, and no one can go out. This is crazy, but this is.
But this is your perception, or you talk for us?
This is my idea, but
this is the background of the story we saw here.
Okay, because it was like
each interaction has a very long history. It's why it's so complicated for me as well, because she did like her, and he did like her, she did not like her, and then I'm like, okay, this one they love each other. No, they don't love each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for me it was interesting now. So, at first we talk about the body language, the interaction from how we feel it at the moment, yeah, what make it, and then and it was not to feel comfortable. It's not the language with the doing. It's not go together, and then the next step was we're looking for some sense for this, yeah, and now we got a sense from a story, yeah. Mm-hmm. So for me interesting, and now I'm thinking, okay, that could be also a way if something you see something and it don't make sense, and then you find creativity that it makes sense to find a story that it makes sense, and then you go on in this story. Yeah, this was for me. It's now interesting thinking. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
In fact, it's the hermeneutic circle. How the research now was in the steps of hermeneutics.
Yeah.
Bueno.
Wir machen hier eine Performance, eine kleine. Wollen Sie mitmachen? Kostet nichts, einfach so, wir probieren Sachen aus. Warum nicht mehr? Ihr seid im Stress? Ja. Okay, gut, bis zum nächsten Mal. Klar, ja. Schönen Abend. Ciao.
You're the first in the race. Keep the shine on your shoe and keep the egg on your face. Big box man. Big box man. Big box man.
Guten Abend. Hi. Fahren Sie noch weiter, fahren Sie noch weiter. Wo fahren Sie denn hin? Wo fahren Sie denn hin? Wenn ich mich frage, wir machen ein kleines Spiel hier.
Nach Hause.
Wir fahren nach Hause, okay. So, kennen Sie Performance so? Nee. Haben Sie mal schon was von Performance gehört?
Nee.
Nee? Was stellen Sie sich darunter vor? Wissen Sie gar nicht. Interessiert Sie das? Schon ein bisschen, ja? Ja. Ja, uns auch. Deswegen muss ich das jetzt hier. Sie sind jetzt quasi Teil von unserem Stück. Also von unserer Performance.
Ja.
Das wird jetzt hier aufgenommen, live. So, und jetzt wir stehen halt wo und warten, dass was passiert und versuchen das halt aufzunehmen und damit zu spielen. So ein bisschen Spiel im Alltag quasi. So, Sie fahren jetzt nach Hause. Was machen Sie denn da? Bisschen Fernsehen schauen. Spielen Sie denn auch gerne? Also was für einen Raum hat Spiel in Ihrem Leben? Nicht? Aber Ihre Kinder vielleicht schon.
Ich bin noch alleine.
Sie sind okay. Ja. Würden Sie gerne mehr spielen in Ihrem Leben?
Eigentlich nicht.
Eigentlich nicht.
Das Leben ist nicht gut, ich sage nicht.
Was ist Ihnen so wichtig? Was notwendig ist, also mehr Arbeit.
Ja.
Okay. Okay, gut. Aber gehen Sie auch manchmal also wohin, wo gespielt wird?
Eigentlich nicht.
Und das auch nicht?
Eigentlich nicht.
Okay, haben Sie da schon mal dran gedacht oder
Eigentlich
tun Sie das
auch nicht.
bewusst quasi?
Eigentlich nicht.
Okay.
Ja.
Interessant, schön.
Ja.
Ich danke Ihnen.
Wiedersehen.
Schönen Abend. Ciao. Cool.